Hello everybody, it is still Monday, no, so not, it's Sunday, I think 11th of June. I did put my vlog out and finish that today, that's why I'm saying it is still Sunday, even though when this is out, it's not Sunday. I just watched Monk and there was about Kevin Dorfman, and he talks a lot about very nonsensical stuff or explains himself a lot, and that's just what I'm doing right now. And then I felt like crafting a bit, but I don't know really what I want to do. So I do have quite some scraps, and I had some cards planned and didn't finish them. And I don't remember what those cards were. It always happens again. So I want to just go through my scraps, try to make some cards, not thinking of anybody whilst doing that, just like topic-wise, just doing cards. Because that might make things easier too. So, I have no clue. And I might just show you some things I have. I have some sentiments like happy birthday. Here's a sunshine, which is still intact with an inlay. I have frogs. I have a colored fox or those things. Oh, that's a finished card. Okay. Then I have some critters and other things. Some are colored. Here are more. And those are just shaker bits. Hearts, they are useful anyway. This is more kind of small shaker stuff things. More sentiments. Happy birthday. Even though I was glad to just have those handy out. And those I can just put over here. Those I would have to color. It's not about those. I have a box there with uncolored pictures but stamped. And those are just plain things. I wanted to make many ink blends and just some quick cards. So maybe I could do that now. Other colors, also just a square. And this is a card base actually. Okay. So I want to use those as card bases and stuffs. And I don't know about those. Okay, so you see it's just this and that. That's actually from my thingy. So I have buttons. And this means button in Swiss German. Knopf. And Knöpfli is a small button. What's this? Ah, shaker bits. Also with shrink wrap. That's kind of cool to use that. So as a first step, I have here some that I don't want to focus on. They're already cut out, colored, except for one kite. I keep that over there. Then I have some of those, but I don't want to start with that. I've just prepared a pile with things I want to do. I saw that some background things already had a embossed hello on it. This is basically already it. Not much to think about there later. Then I have those. And maybe I want to do something with a stencil as a background or some ink blending. Another hello. Also, I can add something or a heart or something, maybe. So. And that's a bit hard. And then here I just have some critters and that. And maybe that fits. And then I have this one where I need to do something because you cannot read that zum Geburtstag. Okay. And then I have some more I want to do later with those things. Here are some stuff that I need to finish coloring. Here are some borders, some other scraps, and the card bases, but those are to the side. Here's some stuff to cut out. I want to do something with the frogs, so I need to cut them out. Already colored images, and also I have this background panel, which I like a lot, but the embossing wasn't nice, so I'm trying to just cut out zum Geburtstag from this panel. And that is it for now. I don't know how to go on again. And those I cut out now from this panel. Now I feel less bad to throw it out. And yeah, they look kind of cool. So that's a way to save a colored panel or special thing. So this is going to be a pile of pretty weird cards. I just rearranged it a bit, and here I just put those on, and that doesn't make sense. And yeah, so here we go. It's a lot of the same stuff I did. First I glued this on the other layer, and then I put it on the white circle, and then I added some dimension with foam adhesive. Just did those strips, and this is going to repeat for all the other cards. I don't know how boring that is, but I thought maybe when you see that, it might just motivate you to do that too. There I had to trim the edge of the card. It was very, very wonky. And here I add 2mm foam dots to those critters and just place them at the bottom. And then do the same thing with the other one. Yeah, there's not much more to say to that. That stencil you see there is from Time for Tea Designs. I think it's very, very cool. I've seen others who sell that pattern paper with that pattern, and with that stencil you could do that yourself. And those hearts were also left over from another project, as well as all the other stuff. I had the principle to use as little new things as possible. So if I needed something like a shadow layer for a letter or something, I did that. But other than that, I used all the things I've had already and tried to arrange them in a good way. And those are pretty simple cards. Yeah, and again, same process. Put the heart on foam adhesive and then put more dimension on the critter and put that on top. And also I rounded those corners because I think that's very pretty. And here with that zum Geburtstag, which means to your birthday. Also, I need to add some more sentiments on the inside to make it more personal or make more sense, but I can do that later when I know where they go to. I had to add another zum Geburtstag on top of it because it was not readable. And here I figured I tried out how to place those. And you see those puzzle squares. So at some point I just had them like sitting in the puzzle pieces. But that kind of didn't work out. So just put them like that. And here to change it up a bit, I did the left and the right critter a bit higher and the middle one with smaller foam dots. And with this blue card base, I decided to use a stencil on top. I used the VersaFine Clear ink pads, and I did not stick down the stencil. I just held it, and I cannot advise that. It's very hard to just hold it in place, even though you think you hold it in place. You're shaking it all over. This is my new tool helper from Simon Says Stamp to make the ink pads not slip around all over. And I just used Paradise and Bluebell. This is Bluebell and the other one is Paradise Blue. Yeah, pretty simple. Just do two colors from two sides. And I think it makes a difference to just having a plain background. And I am a bit flimmy. That's why my voice is not that clear right now. And I have to stop this a lot to to clear my throat. Because I'm wearing shorter pants and I'm very, very easily getting sick. And even though it's warm, if my calves, or is that the calves? The vedli, are a bit cold, I already get a bit sick. So it's annoying. And then here I took out the, what are they called again? Tsutsenko, I don't know, the pearl colors. Those are opal. And this one is kind of green when it's on a darker background. There's the green one, and I also took the blue one there. This one is the blue one, and on the right there's the purple one. And you don't see that a lot. You would see it way better on darker cardstock. And after that, I did have a pain in my back and I needed to stop that for the day. So at that point, I had to take a break yesterday because I kind of sat in the draft or something and then my back started hurting. And also my cat stole my chair. It is now next day, 12:30, and I'm back from the dental hygiene. Yeah, very happy. I survived. She was very, very nice. She had to do very much manually because otherwise I was jumping a bit, and now very happy. And I have a tuna broad then. I got the thingy for on my way back. And then I finished another card without filming. And I'm working on the last one also. Might do that without filming. And then later on, I'm doing all the card bases and all the envelopes, which I want to film. So, but for now, I'm very, very hungry. So, happy Monday. So here's the one card I finished without you. And I put some speckles on it, which are opal speckles, which are visible on darker background. So it's that, and it's already on the card base. And this I just finished. I did ink blend a bit, put some sprays over it. I had a turquoise one and a frosty one. And this is a pun, hi. And hi means shark in German. And hi, also hi, H-I, hello. So that is that. And now I'm making card bases. So I've already decided which paper. So I'm just scoring it. I have a make a little border around. Score it here. Fold it. And I cut off excess. And then, so it's a side fold. I'll pay attention to that. And now I need to shorten it. And then I have a smaller thing which I can use as a small card base or as a scrap thingy to die cut stuff out from it. This is how I do that. No measuring, just ungefähr measuring. Kind of like that. So. Voila. And I'm doing this now for all of them. So here I checked if it fits on the paper and which way around I want it, top fold or side fold. And I didn't want to score the whole page here because I could just use the length of it. That's why I cut it first and then did the scoring. And I just put it on the thingy, leave a little distance and then make a score line. And yeah, so you can do it very individually for all the different card shapes. Then I decided to score a few at the same time and then do all the cutting because switching the tools all the time was a bit annoying. And here I do cut this one first, then I remembered the measurement and could cut the next one without checking with the card thingy, card panel. So all the cutting is being done here with the Tim Holtz thingy. And now I can do all the rest of the scoring. This was just the middle of the page, which has a mark on the scoring board. Then I thought it looked a bit lost on the card panel, so I took saltwater taffy here to go around the edges, just to make it a bit clearer. And here I used shaded lilac. I could have done half and half, saltwater toffee and shaded lilac, but I didn't. And this one was, I guess, vintage photo, I'm not sure. And then I glued on all the panels. I had some troubles putting it in the middle. Sometimes it works well, and this day it didn't work so well. Then I did around those corners. That was a top fold. I don't know. It kind of looked better with around the corners. This is a side fold where I left the corners. And this one will be a, I don't know, side fold too. Okay. And then, yeah, in the middle, also side fold. You can put up top folds better. You can put them on the table or something. They stand better. And here that would have been nice as a top fold. I saw that later on. But yeah, it was a side fold. When I don't like it that much, I don't do a top fold. And this gets very crooked, but then I just pretended it was on purpose like that. It still looked fine on camera, but later on it didn't. So here I'm making an envelope. That was the only one I had to make my other... I had to use my other tactic to make an envelope, which I've shown you in another video. So this is the front part of the envelope, which needs the sides trimmed off. It is a bit shorter than the card itself. The back part of the envelope is a bit bigger than the card, and this is going towards the top, and this is the flap that goes over. I always do those rounded edges around there, and then it's prepared, and one can do the gluing or sticking it down. Also, you need to, if you want those rounded corners, you need to do that now. Later on, it's too late. Hey, Rosie. Now my cat is here. And then I put, this time I did it with score tape, and I put it on just not higher than that front panel. And I did it on both edges, so I think it really holds down then. I don't like any flappy things or when the edges get open. Then I could take it off and put the front part down. And that is the base of it, and all that's left is just glue down those things. Sometimes I have another flap. Oi! Okay, there's there's somebody working. So if the paper is big enough, I make another flap on top and fold it over too, just to make a nice finish of the side. And here I was a bit angry, so I just took the thick score tape to prepare the glue part of the envelope. So next try. Here, all the other envelopes I made with my Score Pal envelope thingy. And that starts with a square paper. And you need to have, if you put your card base like diagonally on it, you need about 1/2 inch on all the corners towards the sides from the envelope. And then it works with that tactic. And you just try to make those same-sided triangles in the corners when you put the card in the middle like that. And then you try to score it at the right place. And sometimes it works, sometimes I have to do it again. There are measurements on it for this kind of envelope. You would have to score it there and there. But it wrecks my brain and it doesn't work out. And I have different sizes, so I just try to make it fit somehow. Also, I came up with a formula with what's it called? Because I do like maths, and with Pythagoras you can calculate all those, the hypotenuse, I don't know it in English, the hypotenuse, the tangente, the uncanthete, and all the angles, all the things, especially in a right-angled triangle. So no, I don't have the English vocabulary for maths. But you see, it's all the same stuff. I did do the notches and rounded the corners, added the score tape to close the envelope, tested it, put some glue, some score tape on the flap, score tape on the flap, and then I just put the card in there and put it aside. And this is the result of the scrap session. How many? 7 cards. Yeah, with envelopes. And I'm a bit angry. I got a bit angry whilst doing that. That's why I look a bit tense. And with that, I like to finish this vlog or card making session. And I thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next one.